This is how to Warspite. Warspite is a tier 6 battleship. She's very forgiving thanks to her thick armor. Her citadel is protected by 152 millimeters of steel by itself, but it also has a 19 millimeter torpedo belt which adds to it and makes 171 millimeters, which is pretty darn thick armor. You can make a lot of mistakes in this boat and you'll be alright. In this ship, you'll see that I am the top tier battleship. The list will be up here in just a moment. And usually when you're the top tier battleship, it means everybody is going to come charging straight at you. But that's not what happened in this battle. For guns, she's got 4 turrets, 2 front, 2 back, of 381 millimeter. That's 15 inches, which is a really big caliber for a tier 6 battleship. She's got 4 turrets, 2 guns each of 102 millimeter, and 8 turrets, 1 gun each of 152 millimeter. The 152 millimeter is destroyer size caliber. So it's like you've got a destroyer strapped on your left and a destroyer strapped on your right, and that's really nice to have. This thing's got a lot of guns. High explosive damage, if you get a good hit, is 5,300, but you've got like a 33% chance of starting a fire if you score a hit with these guns, which is really good, and a lot of people are going to want to use high explosive for that reason. I have high explosive loaded because I am expecting them to come charging straight at me, and if a ship is coming straight at you or running straight away, high explosive is the way to go because armor piercing is just not going to do much. Now granted, with these 15-inch caliber guns, you can probably still citadel at close range, head on or tail on. Now the armor piercing is pretty impressive too. It's 11,400 damage on good hit. That's double the high explosive. The guns have a range of 16.3 kilometers, and if the enemy is looking for you, they won't get to see you until you're about 13.8 kilometers away, unless you're firing. If you're firing, that increases the visibility at which they can spot you. Reload time on the guns is 31.5 inches, or 31.5 seconds, which isn't, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. A little slow. And the turret rotation is 50.3 seconds, which isn't exactly the worst, but it's not exactly the best. It's the dispersion on these guns that hurt you. 219 meters at long range. You can fire all day and your shots are just going to be all over the place. You got to really wait until the enemy is closer. But that, of course, opens you up to more damage as well. Don't expect to run away from anybody with this ship because it only goes 23.5 knots, and a rudder shift of 11.3 seconds means that this ship is a little sluggish. Now I should have been using my head here and switch to armor piercing because they're more or less broadside. I should not be broadside onto them, but I'm headed for an island up there in the middle of the northern section of the map. If I need to use it for cover, I can. A lot of people do, especially if they're getting hit really hard. But so far, the enemy is focusing on everybody else but me. So I can be broadside on and not have to worry about taking any damage, and that allows me to bring all my guns to bear. So I'm pretty much just unloading on everybody that I can. And okay, so it's been about 3 minutes of battle, and we are down 4 ships. They are down 3, which is not very good. Don't want to have that enemy getting the upper hand. Well, I finally figured out that a lot of the ships are going broadside to me, so I switched over to armor piercing. Oh, there's a Warspite. Now, the Warspite can citadel another Warspite if you're broadside on. So you gotta watch out for that. These 15-inch caliber guns they just go through anything they hit. Now, going up against higher tier ships with more armor than 171 millimeters, you might want to reconsider or take a few practice shots to find out how a 15-inch gun is going to handle that kind of armor. But we are now down 5 ships, and they are down 3. Oh, good. Scored a citadel on this cruiser. Then now he's gone. That's why people drive battleships. It doesn't take much to really do some serious damage, and you can do it with the Warspite. Those 15-inch caliber guns just go plowing through everything. But that reload, that'll hurt you. It's slow to reload. Alright, there's another citadel. So I am doing some pretty serious damage to this Warspite. He's focusing on somebody else, so I can pretty much just keep shooting and not have to worry about getting hit. But if they were focusing on me, I would definitely want to angle my armor. Now, this cruiser is at 5.4 kilometers. You'll see that when you get down to like 7 kilometers, 5 kilometers, that your dispersion shrinks quite a bit, significantly. So it's a lot easier to score hits. But at long range, the boats just sail right through your shots. Now, that cruiser was using an island to protect him from me. What I don't know is why he didn't stay back there and why his guns are pointed away from me. So this guy's gone. That was a mistake for him. Yep, big mistake. If he had stayed behind that island, he could have probably zigzagged and gotten some shots off at me, and I would not be able to do anything about it. Now notice how slow those turrets are turning, and I even have my rudder hard over. That's going to be something that really annoys you. Is when, oh good, another guy gone. One of our friends finished him. And now my friend is gone, which means I am alone against another Warspite and another cruiser. So everybody is shooting at me. I really should be paying attention to angling my armor. And it sure didn't take long for these guys to start doing some damage to me. I think I've lost about 7% of my armor now. So there's a cruiser back there who's kind of messing me up. I'm gonna have to go after him. I'm sailing broadside to him. Bad idea. Yep, that's why. He just put me on fire. Using the high explosive, a cruiser's rate of fire is so high they can burn you down. So this guy, if I can do some damage to him, he might turn away. But he's angling his armor. If he's smart, he'll stay angled. Oh dear, here comes some more. Oof, yeah, not too much. Well, he didn't stay armored. Instead, he went broadside. So I'm gonna get some good shots into him. Unless the dispersion goes against me like those ones just did. Now I'm not noticing on the mini-map that there's an island in front of me that I'm about to crash into. Gotta pay attention to that mini-map. The Warspite is so sluggish to respond when using the rudder that you can get into trouble pretty quick. I'm trying to keep a little bit angled. Alright. That was armor piercing through the superstructure, and it went all the way down and citadeled him. You can do that in a Warspite. These projectiles are just so heavy and so huge. But I am going to have to deal with this guy. If he's smart, he's going to turn nose into me, which would make it very hard for me to hit him. But instead, he's going broadside. He's not doing as well as he should. Yep, there's a citadel. So I'm very near to taking this guy down. Right about now is when he starts turning into me, but it's too late. At 3 kilometers, kind of hard to miss. I can miss with the dispersion on these guns. Yes, one of them missed. One of them hit. But with 15-inch guns at this range, yeah, he's going to be gone any second. He got to within 2 kilometers of me. Oh, wow. So the Warspite, she's a forgiving ship. You can make a lot of mistakes and don't have to worry about getting blown out of the water for it. If you're going up against higher tier battleships, though, they can probably get through your armor fairly easily. But I was a top tier battleship in this battle. So that's the Warspite. A lot of fun to play. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have fun.